What's up, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I'm, as always, your host, Cam Williamson. And before we kick off today's episode talking about the Rogan deal, I want to say congratulations are in order to Chen, the Olympian who set the world record for the highest score ever in his event. Why am I bringing it up? It's a redemption story. This is the Road to Redemption podcast. 4 years ago, Chen placed 14th. Not even on the podium, nowhere close to it, dedicates himself, comes back 4 years later to set a world record for the highest score ever in the Olympic Games in this event. That's insane. I just want to say congratulations. Now let's get right into it. Joey Rogan gets an offer. I've been listening to Big Things Poppin' by T.I. all morning. Rogan gets an offer for $100 million by a Trump-affiliated, I think it's Trump Jr., affiliated app called Rumble, where they said, look, no censorship. We're not going to ask you to delete any people. We're not going to ask for any of this. We just want you. As you are, come on over. So what does this tell us, right? This tells us that this cancel thing to Rogan failed miserably. And this is the biggest sign that it's failed miserably, because now we have seen that Rogan has options. Not just options to go off and do his own thing and put his content up on his website, but now there's other platforms that are willing to pay him the same amount of money that Spotify did. So he's not going to lose any money, right? His contract's up in like a year and a half with Spotify. So whether Rogan is already making plans to put his show somewhere else, do another licensing deal, maybe with Spotify, with somebody else, whatever his thing is going to be, this sends a very powerful message to the people of America, especially, right? I don't think it would be a good idea for Rogan to join a Trump-affiliated site or platform, just because he's trying so hard to not come off as a right-wing, even person, let alone right-wing extremist. And I think if you, in the midst of all this controversy, were to do that, it would be a certain type of play. And sure, you could say, I don't care what people think. It's just another platform. I'm not going to do any right-wing specific content, but I'm just going to do me, which is all they're asking me to do. Sure, he could do that. I think Rogan's smarter than that. Sam Harris pointed it out very well when he broke down Rogan's apology and said and pointed out, like, Rogan apologized not because anyone was making him. There's no network making Rogan apologize. Spotify already said they're not going to cancel him. So whether it be the, N-word compilation video, the Planet of the Apes story that he told, which I saw the story, and yeah, it was dumb. I saw whatever the clip was where he was talking about some guy had the body of a white or black person and the brain of a white person or whatever he said. Like, yeah, guys, he's said some dumb shit in the past, trying to be funny, trying to jest. And sometimes jokes fall fucking hard. It happens. It doesn't make him a bad person. It means he tried something that was bold and it failed. Clearly it failed, right? People even that support him, himself included, who would be his biggest supporter, obviously, are going, yeah, that was wrong. I'm apologizing, and I'm not going to do that again. So when it comes to canceling people, what do people want? What do they want? They just want the control. They just want the power. Right? The people like Neil Young who claim that they're doing all this for righteous reasons, even though it's come to find out now that not only did Neil Young sell his masters to a hedge fund that is destroying the Amazon, but he also sold his music to Amazon, the company, and investors in buying these masters are also investors or partial owners in the Pfizer vaccine, allegedly. So it's like there's agendas everywhere we look, and seemingly everyone's trying so hard to cancel the guy that has no agenda. Why? Well, I noticed something very quickly in life. No matter what you're doing, no matter what industry you work in, there's these things called industry disruptors. They're very important. An industry disruptor is usually a once-in-a-generation type person who sees the way things are. They see the flaws and they see the prejudice and the inequality that happens, and they take bold action against these types of things. And they disrupt the industries that they're a part of. Joe Rogan should be in the dictionary next to industry disruptors. Rogan's picture should be right there. It would have been Stern. Stern made a ton of money, got completely disconnected from reality, and clung on to corporate media as his bank, which is fine. It was when, just like with Neil Young, you became holier than thou. Now that your interests are being threatened, now Joe is a bad guy. Even though he's just beating you, which I understand why you'd be upset with that. He's crushing you in the ratings. I'm sure a lot of your sponsors are begging Joe to be on his show and leaving yours. SiriusXM is where Howard Stern gets his nut. Amazon and whatever this hedge fund company is where Neil Young made his. They've got their money. They just want people who have money to give them more of it. They say, hey, don't go listen to Rogan, even though you could listen to that for free. Come over to Spotify come over to Amazon or wherever I'm streaming my music, or SiriusXM, where we do things ethically here. And we would never be allowed to say the N-word, which is the only reason. Oh, wait, Howard Stern did say that. Fuck you, Howard Stern. I don't care, dude. You're not going to go at bad people. I try not to shoot low. People are shooting low at Rogan and acting like it's, they're just, and that they're this, we're saving humanity. You ain't doing shit. Hear me on that. You ain't doing shit. I'm going to play it real quick. At risk of getting copywritten, I'm going to play it anyway. You hear me? Howard Stern, fucking Neil Young. Big things will always be popping. Little things will always stay stopping. In the words of T.I., this is bullshit. Leave my man Rogan alone. Y'all know he's fine now. He's got offers. Podcasters, stand up for the voice that you believe in. I'm not saying stand up for what I believe. I'm not saying pick a Rogan episode and buy into that agenda. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need the ability to be able to go mics, cameras hot, and say what's on our heart that we genuinely feel, and have open conversations, open dialogues about everything. In the same way that I can do this, people can get in my comment section and tell me I'm an asshole, right? We can do that. That's allowed to do that, as long as we stay civil and we don't get into a place where it's, if you don't conform to the way that I think and the way that I feel, you should be completely cut off or threatened with physical harm. Unacceptable. Can't do that. All right, guys. I love you so much. This was a quick little video to update and give a quick little hot take on Rogan's contract offer. I don't think that'd be a good look on Rogan. I don't think he's going to do that. I don't even think he's entertaining it. So much ado about nothing again. But hey, it's the stuff that people are talking about, and we're getting into it. I got another episode to film. I got to go. Love you guys. Check out the Road to Redemption podcast.com for all the past episodes and the merch. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe. Hit the button so you know when we go live. Love y'all so much.